All right, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the little gap week, but we are back. Tyler,
Andrew, it's been a sec. Been
yeah,
a sec. And we apologize for this.
sorry for that. We were both very busy last week. There were some big things going on at Syracuse and URI, but we are back now on here on the Sports Wire. So, Andrew, we're just gonna jump right into it on sum it up.
Let's
First
go.
thing, LeBron pump faked the entire nation yesterday. I don't
Yep.
know if you guys saw, but LeBron said the second decision is coming at 12 Eastern today, Tuesday when we're recording this. And all it was an ad for Hennessy.
I was I kind of thought that LeBron would do an ad because today is National Taco Day
It
and
is
it's
National
Taco
Taco
Tuesday.
Day.
So I did think he was gonna do an ad. I was not
Mm,
expecting a
yeah.
Hennessy partnership though.
My
But
brain went in a different direction because today's also like another day of like Amazon Prime deals. And I think the last time he did this, it was for like something like that.
yeah, this is not his first time doing that. But then I
But
saw TikTok saying that it could be a retirement because he would retire in like season 23 because like he's 23 to make it all by
yeah,
himself.
yep,
But in the back of my mind, I was kind of hoping he did announce something cool because I
yeah.
needed some action on my Tuesday. I needed something
I
cool
know,
to
right?
talk about.
Tuesday's
Um,
like, other than like filming this, Tuesday's like my dullest day out there. You know what I mean?
yeah, but a big day for the sports world. NHL puck drop happened about an hour and a half ago. The Panthers and
There we go.
Blackhawks are currently in the second quarter play of the first game of the season. Scores 2-2. But yeah, it's so we'll just segue into that. I'm super
Yeah.
excited for hockey to be back. Obviously, we're Bruins fans. Puck drop is tomorrow night against the Capitals in Washington. Um, it's a rebuild year, but not as
Definitely a
much of a
rebuild year.
rebuild as
Yeah.
people think.
I
I'm
agree with
excited for
you.
the team.
Yeah.
They could do some sneaky damage.
Yeah, I agree with you to that to a certain extent. I mean, we're not going to be the flashiest team, but we're going to be one of those
No,
teams where people are like, "Hey, man, you never know with those guys." You know what I mean? Like,
you never know, and they don't
we'll
want us to be good. No one wants
we'll
the
we'll
Bruins to
get
be
some
good.
sneaky wins, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So like mentioned the Bruins, I was talking to my friends the other day. We were saying like, who's the face of each Boston team right now? So obviously we said like Tatum, Drake May, and Roman Anthony. Would you say
Mhm.
Pasta is like the guy for the Bruins still?
Absolutely.
100% Pasta.
Absolutely.
Okay.
The only argument you can make is McAvoy. They've both been there for the
Yeah.
longest time, but Pasta, yeah, Pasta has a more well-known rep around the league. He's
Yeah.
done more things, more accomplishments. And he Pasta is Boston. He reminds me a lot of
Yeah.
like the Paul Pierces, the Ortizes. Like the spirit of Boston is in them once they come here. And
100%.
Pasta's for sure the face of the Bruins. We have him locked up for like 6 or 7 more years.
There you
Pasta's
go.
definitely the face of the Bruins.
100%. Yeah. I was saying Pasta as well. I should know if people would say like Swayman or something because he had that one crazy run a couple years ago.
Absolutely not. No, no, no. Swimming sucks now.
Mhm.
No, I wish he was not at the helm
Yeah.
attendee.
Yeah. So, Andrew, first thing we got to mention is last time we recorded, there was a certain happiness in our life that's no longer there. The Red Sox did get eliminated
That
from
didn't happen.
from
Yeah.
the playoffs, but it's fine because the Yankees are going to get swept tonight, and that just leads us right in. We got AL and NLDS action in the MLB. We were supposed to be having a game going on right now, but it's in a weather delay. That would have been Mariners Tigers, which I think has a chance to be the best series of the entire playoffs.
I agree 100%. Game two was a masterclass of a game. Even
Hmm.
game one was a solid game, but game two was unbelievable. Seeing Scooble get hit like that. I mean, Scooble still had a great Scooble-like performance, but
Yep.
he didn't look that comfortable out there in Seattle. And I wish we could be watching game three right now. It should be in like the seventh inning. The game was supposed to start 2.5 hours ago, but
I
it's
would have
not
had just a
started.
really nice, I would have a really nice setup for that because I'm in my bedroom at home right now, and there's a TV like right there where I'm pointing. So I would have just thrown it on with like the volume off, and
I've
like
got a TV right here
just
as
like yeah,
well
just
for
keep
me.
looking up, keeping track. So yeah.
Keep keeping the score. Yep.
So then the other game we have tonight at 8, the Blue Jays are up 2-0 on the Yankees right now. And Andrew, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has been balling out of his mind lately,
Uh,
especially when it comes
it's
to hitting the Yankees.
it's been unbelievable. Every time Vladdy steps up to the plate, I'm confident he's reaching on base, and a lot of times I'm thinking he could very well go yard here. I haven't looked at Vladdy like this since probably the summer of 2023. He has not looked like this ever.
Hmm.
Actually, this is the best he's looked. He's playing like his father right
He
now,
is.
Vladimir Guerrero Sr. Unbelievable from Vladdy Guerrero Jr. and Alejandro Kirk has been playing unbelievable. We can name the whole roster
Yeah.
honestly. But I
And
mean,
they're doing this all without one
it's
of
been
their
ridiculous.
they're doing this all without one of their best hitters in Bo Bichette as well. Keep that in mind. But right now, I believe Vladdy is either batting 6 for 8 or 6 for 9 this series, I want to say, which is absolutely insane. He's getting on base two-thirds of the time, which is absolutely incredible. We
Yeah,
saw
he's
he had
six for nine.
the Grand Slam last game. They're facing Rodon tonight. Vladdy's killed Rodon in his career, I'm pretty sure.
He
Let me,
has, yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say, let me just double check because I just saw something about that. In his career, Vladdy is 10 for 17 against Rodon with 4 walks and no strikeouts. So he's only not reached base against Rodon 3 times.
We'll see if Yankee Stadium is able to affect this because I know it affected the Red Sox greatly. And obviously, the Rogers Center favored Toronto. They outscored the Yankees
Mm,
23-8 in those first 2 games. And now those 8 runs, most of them came in the seventh inning of game 2. So it was pure and utter dominance from Toronto. No other way to put
yeah.
it.
One other
Yankee
guy,
Stadium could have an effect tonight, but I honestly don't think so, Tyler. I think the Jays packed the Yanks up tonight.
I think the Jays are going to pack him up too, but one other guy I want to shout out for Toronto before we get into the National League games, because those have been fire too, is rookie pitcher Trey Yesavage. His splitter is so nasty, Andrew. Like, not a single Yankee could hit it. It has so much drop. You think it's going to be a fastball, and then it just drops down 20 feet, and they swing at it and miss.
It's got so much movement, man. It was actually unbelievable to see. And while we're on the topic of rookies, I hate to do it, but we have to mention Cam Schlitter.
Yeah, we do.
Unbelievable. He reached
Carved
triple
up the Red
digits, I
Sox.
think, 40 times. He was hitting 100 in the seventh inning. Struck the Sox out 12 times, let five runners on total because he
Yeah.
didn't walk anyone. He let up 5 hits, not a single walk in 8 innings of pitching.
Pissed
And
me
his
off
in
that.
your playoff debut, I mean, it's unbelievable. And it's special for the kid because he's from
Yeah.
Walpole, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
It's about an hour away from where me and Tyler grew up. He grew up a Red Sox fan, so to do that against your hometown team is something special.
So I was just about to say this. It really bothers me that the two of the biggest impact players in the Sox Yankee series are both from Massachusetts.
Oh,
One
Ben
of them,
Rice,
one of
I hate Ben Rice.
one of them literally 10, 15 minutes away from us, which
Mm-hmm.
is pretty annoying. But now we can move
The,
into the National League.
the difference is Ben Rice grew up a Yankees fan. He has
Mm,
been a Red Sox hater since day one.
he has.
Can't
So I
stand
mean,
can't stand Ben Rice.
can't we can hate him more, but Schlitter, man, that one hurt deep down. Next,
Yeah.
we got to get into the National League because the Cubs, Andrew, everyone thought that they're a team that could win in the postseason. But Milwaukee in the power of friendship, number one team in the entire league record-wise, 2-0. And their bats were on fire last night. I don't know if you were watching the game.
I mean, Tyler Contreras, Vaughn, they were balling last night. The Brewers look like the Brewers, dude. And I was saying that I think the Brewers could very well make a run to the World Series. Everyone was saying the Phillies, everyone was saying the Dodgers. The Dodgers look terrifying, but the Brewers look amazing. Everyone thought the
Yes.
Brewers were going to get upset in the second round. They thought the power of friendship was going to come to an end the second the playoffs started, and clearly that's not the case. The Cubs are not going to win this series. It doesn't matter that it's going back to Chicago. Maybe they'll take game 3, but they will not take game 4. Brewers Cubs is very similar to Jays
Mm,
Yankees, where it's just a better team. It's as simple as
yeah.
that. Like the Cubs and the Yankees are not winning 3 straight games, and the Cubs bats haven't been that bad either. Suzuki's been on fire this whole playoff run. He hit a home
Hmm.
run last night, if you're in bomb, but the Brewers also had a pretty couple wide margin of victories. I think it was 7-3 and then 10-2. That's a
Yeah.
17-5 margin in the
Mm.
first 2 games. Very
So the
similar to Jays
yeah.
Yankees.
So the bats for the Brewers have been on fire, but I would say that's not even the best thing about them right now. Their pitching has been
Mm.
immaculate. So we saw Ashby started for Milwaukee yesterday, and he gave up the 3-run run to Seiya Suzuki. So they made a call to the bullpen and put Mizorowski in for 3 innings. Topped out at 103 like 4 or 5 different times. Absolutely shut down Chicago for the time he was in. He was credited the win. And then they probably have one of the best young closers in the entire league in Abner Uribe. He's been on fire out of the bullpen like
Oh,
ever since he got called up to the roster.
Uribe was unbelievable. 3 straight strikeouts. He's starting to look like one of the best closers in the game for sure. I don't think that's crazy to say at all. And Mazeroski had a great showing. I think he only walked the batter and let up a hit. He did a great job filling in for Ashby, who did struggle as he let up that bomb
Yeah.
to Suzuki.
So you got Mizorowski that can just bring the heat with the fastball, and then Uribe has one of the better sliders we've seen out of any right-handed pitcher like in recent time. So, we got one more series that's been very shocking. I thought this could have been the best series of the playoffs. It's really just looking like a one-sided affair right now. Dodgers Phillies. Phillies fall behind 2-0, lose both of the games at the bank, and now they have to go to Dodger Stadium to face probably the hottest team in the National League right now.
We say it's one-sided. I mean, it's 2-0, so therefore it is one-sided. But 5-3 and 4-3 final scores. They've been good games. The Phillies' ninth inning comeback yesterday had me worried a little bit because I am rooting for the Dodgers to win this series. I'm not a big Philadelphia sports supporter at all.
This is true, yes.
I never
I
wish
always
success
like the
upon the
Phillies
city.
though, because the Phillies, one, have never done anything to the Sox, and two,
No, they haven't.
they're in
No,
the
they
National
haven't.
League. And they're
I
in the
agree with
National
you
League,
completely. The Phillies do nothing to us. It's just I don't want their fans to succeed. That's
I
simply.
guess.
I like Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
I like Cal
Yeah.
Schwarber. I like the team.
Yeah.
I just don't want the fans
Yeah.
to. Yeah, but anyways,
The
the
Philly,
Phillies
yes, like
ninth
that. The
inning
Phillies
comeback.
only team, yeah.
The Phillies ninth inning comeback was um, it was fun to watch. I mean, Castellanos two-run double that really got the crowd going, and that bunt lost the game. They don't bunt. It's 4-4. Next up was a RBI single from their ninth man. I'm blanking on his name, but they don't bunt. That runner going to third does not get thrown out, and that he ends up going home. That makes it a 4-4 game. Extras last night would have been unbelievable. I wish we could have seen that, but seeing a 2-0 Dodgers lead heading back to LA, this is probably going to be out of all the series that are 2-0 right now, this will be the toughest one to overcome. And I already said I do not see the Cubs or the Yankees winning those series, but I think the Phillies have the biggest obstacle by far.
100%. I mean, like, it's October baseball. You can't really ask for much more. Like, this is what it's all about. Getting close.
Absolutely not.
Teams choking, teams rising from the ashes to just be great out of nowhere. Love to see it. Real quickly, we just got to mention this real quick because we totally forgot to like touch on it before it happened. Now it already happened. The Ryder Cup happened. The
Mm.
Americans lost, but how many Super Bowls does Europe have? I was just wondering, you know?
Last I checked, zero. I don't think they got much.
Yeah, zero. So it's like, does it really matter? Like, if they've never won the Super Bowl? So,
I do want to make a quick mention about Europe, though. We're gonna head over to London quickly. We're gonna dive into the EPL quickly. I'm a diehard Chelsea fan. The other day, Chelsea took on Liverpool, and they won the game in the 95th minute. It was an unbelievable game. The best win in Chelsea has not his. I was about to say history. The best win for Chelsea in recent history in years. Yes, that includes the cup they won over the summer. This was an amazing win for Chelsea in the league standings. I thought that was unbelievable. I just wanted to touch on that because
yeah.
that
Oh,
was
yeah,
a great
100%.
game.
Because Liverpool's look great. You know, John Henry spends all his money on Liverpool and not the Red Sox. So they're going to be a juggernaut in the EPL every year.
I
So
love beating John
see
Henry.
it.
That's the best part of
Yeah.
all of it is we beat John Henry.
Seeing them lose, you know, always puts a smile on my face. Now, we can talk about the NFL, but there's one team or one guy in particular we really got to talk about. He's the best quarterback in the AFC East. He's a white guy. He's from a small town. His number starts with the number one, but it ends with zero. His name's Drake May. The guy's
It's
an
not
absolute
Josh
animal.
Allen. It is
It
Drake
is Drake
May.
May.
Sunday night football never okay, that's not true. The
Yeah,
Falcons game disappointed. But Sunday night football usually never disappoints. Drake
there
May
you
and
go.
Josh Allen gave us one of the best games of the year. And Drake May, all of a sudden, is starting to emerge as a superstar among
Yes,
the
he is.
NFL. We know there is not many elite quarterbacks in the league right now. We would all agree there's five, right? When we talk about the top five, everyone names five, like the same
Let's
five
see. We got
quarterbacks.
Mahomes.
Lamar,
Oh,
Mahomes, Allen,
yep,
Burrow, and
yep.
probably Hurts. People go Hurts at
Yeah,
five, I would
we can say
imagine.
Hurts. Yeah,
I would imagine those are the first five that come to mind with Herbert outside of the top
yeah.
five, like just outside. Drake May is all of a sudden in the top 10 conversation for sure. You talk about top 10 quarterbacks usually, the bottom five of the top five changes, the 6 through 10
Mhm.
area, that
Yeah,
changes. And I think that game put Drake May a guaranteed spot in the 6 through 10, wherever you want to put him. I think
100,
right now Drake May is a top
100%.
10 quarterback in the NFL. There is no debate.
100%. I mean, like, he just looks so great. He was making so many throws, like the throw on the run to Stephon Diggs on the sideline.
That was
Incredible.
unbelievable.
The throw as he's getting sacked to Stephon
That was
Diggs.
the craziest throw I've seen in a long time.
I've
I
seen a
was
lot of
genuinely
quarterbacks
stunned
try
when that
that.
happened.
I've seen so many QBs attempt that and it not work like at
That
all.
was
Drake May
unbelievable.
connected and put that ball right on Diggs' number. It was amazing. And
Yeah.
Diggs, by the way, absolutely lit up his former team, returning to Buffalo, which was another great thing to see. But other things in the NFL, Andrew, like. So much happened this past week. Like
So much. One
last
game I want
last
to talk about was last night. I knew
last
you were
night's
gonna
game,
get there.
Trevor Lawrence literally fell over behind the line of
Unbelievable.
scrimmage and then he scored.
Twice. He fell over twice. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence looked like Clemson Lawrence for the most part. He had one bad interception, but 200 yards, a
Mhm.
touchdown, over 50 rushing yards, two rushing touchdowns. I think he should have had three. I think that call was they got the call wrong. But Lawrence played amazing. I thought the Jaguars looked great. Brian Thomas came back out of his shell. Didn't have too many receptions, but they were big receptions. Racked up at over 80 yards. And Mahomes didn't look bad either. Yes, he also had a pick, but over 300 passing yards. Kareem Hunt tore up the Jaguars defense. That was a great game, and I'm very happy the Jaguars took the dub.
Me too. I mean, like, the Chiefs losing, that's just amazing. There's nothing better than that. It was great.
There is nothing better than that.
And Brian Thomas Jr. finally made an important catch to get the Jaguars down into field goal range.
Yes, he did.
We saw the 99-yard pick six. That was incredible. Travis Hunter
That
played
was
great.
incredible.
Travis Hunter had
Travis
some
Hunter had a
crazy
great game.
catches.
Travis Hunter had a great game. And I'm
That's good
happy
to
for him
see.
too. I want to see him succeed.
I'm
You
kind of
talked
going
about
in like,
Brian Thomas. I said you talked about Brian Thomas. I believe Brian Thomas was a stock down last week,
he
if
was.
I'm not
I
mistaken.
believe he was yours. I want. Hold on.
I believe
Let
he
me
might
check.
have been my stock down.
I, I can check my notes. 1 second.
Because
I'll
I
just
think it's time we head over to stock up, stock down, Tyler. Speaking
yeah.
of Brian Thomas.
Because we missed 2 weeks of NFL. Like, there's so many things that
We did.
happened. Like,
So much happened. But I think those were the two
yeah,
big games, were those two
yeah.
night games that we just
And
talked about.
we can incorporate some of that while we're doing pick'em. So yeah, I
Of
think
course.
you make a great point to transition into stock up, stock down. So stock up, very clearly. We just talked about their best player, but as a whole, I'm saying the New England Patriots are stock up. First time we've heard it all year. The Patriots might be back. Yes, we will give it up for them. Played so good against Buffalo Bills. Everyone went into the night saying Buffalo was going to be the last undefeated team in the league, and they actually were the last undefeated team in the league for like 4 hours.
And I think the most valid point of your stock up is the next 3 weeks the Patriots play the three worst teams in football. I think
This
it
is true.
is an embarrassment if they do not win any of those games. So look out because all of a sudden you might see the 6-2 Patriots taking on the Atlanta Falcons on November 2nd. And I can't wait for that game. I do not see the Patriots losing until that day. So now we're gonna head to my stock up. We're going over to the baseball diamond. We already talked about him, Vlad Guerrero Jr. I did
There you
not
go.
expect him to be on my stock up for years. I did not like him this summer. He was not playing good this summer at all. But right now, he looks like his father, who's one of the best baseball players of the 2000s. 6 for 9 in
Yes,
the
sir.
series, 2 home runs, double-digit amount of RBIs. I mean, you cannot make it up. He has come in clutch when his team has needed him, and it's just led to pure dominance so far in the playoffs. I honestly hope that he keeps it up because I have not been the biggest fan of his. I love seeing him perform well, like especially against the Yankees.
Andrew, all I gotta say is start spreading the news because Vlad Guerrero Jr. is here and he's gonna knock out the Yankees tonight. I absolutely love your stock up. Love Vlad. Any Yankee killer is a friend of mine, even if they are
I
in our
agree.
div even if they're in our
Even if
division.
they,
I don't
I
care.
don't like the Blue Jays at all, but right now I've been loving this series.
This is great. Yeah, they're in our division, but like the Yankees are losing. So I mean, like,
Exactly.
is it really that
So
bad?
is it really a loss? I don't think so.
Yeah. So. We're having such a great time with stock up, but you got to get stock down. My stock down is the Baltimore Ravens. To no fault of their own. It's just, turf, health, other ligaments of their bodies not working. I saw a stat the other day while I was watching Red Zone. This was by Scott Hansen. The Ravens' salary cap for this season is $280 million. So that's all the money that they pay everyone on the roster combined. Right now, because of injuries to players like Lamar Jackson, Kyle Hamilton, Madubuike, Marlon Humphrey, so many more. They are missing $160 million of that payroll on the field
That
right
is crazy. That
now.
is insane.
That is over half
That
of their
is
payroll,
wild. Over
not on
half
the
of the
field.
payroll is currently injured.
Yes.
Wow.
So the Ravens, they drew the short straw this season. They got the year from hell. We see it happen every year with a team that's supposed to be good. Unfortunately, it happened for the Ravens this year. What does this mean for John Harbaugh? I have no idea. We'll see what happens as the season progresses. But yeah, Baltimore not looking good right now. So yeah, they will be my stock down.
Could someone tell me why to either the Niners or the Ravens, literally every single year that gets this injury bug? I feel like, well,
Well,
San Francisco's always got it. I
they
feel like
have it still,
Baltimore
yeah.
usually gets, yeah, they have it right now, but I feel like Baltimore always has it like every other year, once every 2 years, something like that. Baltimore has the injury bug quite a decent amount. I'm gonna um, give a little intro to my stock down.
Nice. I can hear
And it's
it.
not just the Yankees.
Hmm.
It's the title of the song. It's New York sports. It's all of New York.
There you
It's
go.
the Yankees. It's the Mets. It's the Rangers, Islanders. It's the Giants and the Jets.
And
It's
there's
the
another New York
Brooklyn
team,
Nets.
the Buffalo Bills. What happened, kid?
The Buffalo Bills. I was talking more New York City. The Bills are still really good, even though they did just lose. But give me New York City, except for the New York Knicks. That is the only team that does not count in
Yep.
this. The Rangers and the Islanders are coming off of near 500 seasons. They were both within a point of each other. They both were around 80 points in the Metro Division. The Giants and the Jets are the laughing stocks of football. The Mets missed the playoffs in the worst way possible, and the Yankees are getting beat like they stole something. The Brooklyn Nets aren't going to do anything. I mean, New York sports are at a low. Whether you're from whether you're from Manhattan, whether you're from Staten Island, whether you're from Long Island, wherever you are, from the Bronx, whoever you support in New York City, your season's not going very well unless you're a Knicks
Yeah.
fan. 1 out of 8 is abysmal, Tyler. It's abysmal.
Yeah.
They are my stock down for the next calendar year.
Somebody check on Spike Lee. I mean, I don't know how well he's doing right now, but
Ben
I want to
Stiller.
say something about the Jets. So they are the only 0-5 team in NFL history to lose the first 5 games and not have a single turnover with
Like
a
that is so
with
crazy.
with a guy at the helm who was just a defensive coordinator. But then you see the 49ers defense actually looks pretty decent right now, despite losing Nick Bosa. And you think, gee, their defensive coordinator would make a good head coach. Maybe the Jets should hire him.
Hmm.
Oh, wait a minute. They had
It's
him already,
Robert Sala.
and they let him walk because the offense sucked when he was there, which
So
isn't which
crazy.
isn't his fault at all.
Not
It's
having
just a weird
one
thing to think about.
takeaway through 5 games is actually insane. Like that is a crazy stat. Not having one fumble recovery, not one interception in over a calendar month
Yeah.
of football play.
Yeah.
That is awful. That is atrocious football.
Especially when you have like a top three cornerback in the entire NFL. Now, granted,
Yeah, that is.
nobody throws at him because if you throw it to the other side of the field, you're gonna get free yards. So you might as well just not throw Sauce his way at all. But yeah, it's just so surprising to me.
Yeah, I think that's just an atrocious statistic. The Jets
Mhm.
and the Giants are both awful.
Yeah,
The Giants are injury bugged and they just got
yeah.
smacked by the Saints, who I originally thought was the worst team in football. Now I think it's one of them, one of the New York teams, probably.
Now, Andrew, speaking of the New York Giants, it's a perfect time to roll in to pick 'em because this Thursday night we have the Eagles versus the Giants. But right now we will flash our records up on the screen. Andrew has that all set up, so you guys will see
Yep,
that right now. I believe Andrew is still ahead of me in the poll. We might be tied, or I might be up. I'm not really 100% sure.
I
But
am. So, basically, I'll summarize this quickly so you know where to put the graphics. So basically,
yep,
last week in football, and this is based off of the week 4 games, not the week 5 games, because we did not have a show last week. Based
yes,
off the week 4 games, for the first time ever, we have a pick 'em tie because the Packers and the Cowboys did tie. Therefore, we have a tie on our all-time record and our football record. This week's results in football, I went 11-4-1. Tyler went 9-6-1. This year, our overall records in football, I am 21-9-1. Tyler is 18-12-1. All-time pick'em record, I'm now 26-10-1. Tyler, you are 21-15-1. Heading
all
into
right.
this week's pick'em.
You know, I got some room to so got some ground to make up, and I think I can do it this week. So right here on Thursday night, Andrew, I mean, we got a game that should be pretty easily picked, so I think we can both say at the same time, right? I'm guessing we're on the
Yeah,
same wavelength. All right, yeah, three, two,
we
one. Let's
should
just
be.
say Philadelphia
Eagles. Oh,
Eagles. Yep,
I went early, but yep, of course. Eagles.
yep. So I say that's pretty easy. I mean, like Eagles, yeah, they lost to Denver last week. I think the anger is going to come out as long as it doesn't go to AJ Brown. I'll be fine with that. You know, they've been doing a pretty good job at not throwing him the ball, so I think they can keep it up for one more week.
Yeah, I don't think this should be very, very close. I hope that no Eagles get injured wasting this game at MetLife Stadium. That's all I hope for. You don't want to see a player go down because we know what MetLife's known for, and we know this game is going to be very close. I just hope the Eagles
Yep.
don't lose anyone in the process because that would be
Yes.
terrible.
So next game, we're gonna head back on over to London. We've got another international game this week. We have Denver Broncos taking on the 0-5 New York Jets. This might be another no-brainer,
Another
Andrew.
another. Yeah, another New
Uh,
York team that we think is just going to get absolutely smacked, and they will.
yep.
I'm telling you, I am very high on the Denver Broncos this season. I'm very confident that they're going to have a very, very good playoff spot. They could probably win the AFC West. That might be
They
something
could
I
win the
believe.
West.
I'm
This
not
is
sure. I really like the Broncos.
the Broncos are a penalty away from being 4-1. So I'm gonna believe and just take the Denver Broncos to absolutely murder the New York Jets over in London. So our next game is going to be the New England Patriots versus the New Orleans Saints. Pretty simple. I'm going to take the Patriots here. The Saints got their one win last week. I think the Patriots have all the momentum in the entire NFL right now, riding into this week. I think they're going to pretty easily take down New Orleans.
I agree for sure. I don't think this should be very close. The Patriots have all the momentum in the world, like you said. The Saints, they actually have a tiny bit of momentum coming off a win, but they currently don't have a quarterback. We saw Taysom Hill go in last week. That's all you really need to know. Patriots should win this game by a
Yeah.
lot.
Next one. This would have been a really good battle if it wasn't for injuries. We got the Rams versus the Ravens. So,
Yep.
how are we feeling here, Andrew?
This is going to be a Rams victory. I'm very confident in the Rams as well. Despite losing their last two games, I really like what the Rams got going on over there. I think they're also going to make a really good push for the playoffs. And obviously, the Ravens injury loaded. I think Lamar is doubtful for this week. He did not confirmed out, but I have high doubts he's going to play. So give me the Rams. Without
Yeah,
Lamar, there's no way.
I'm gonna go the same reasoning. The Rams lost the game that they honestly probably should not have lost last week on Thursday night. So I think the Rams are gonna come back with some vengeance. Puka Nacua has been absolutely incredible this year. Stafford is just feeding that man the rock right now. And Puka, big LeBron fan. No wonder why he's doing so good in the NFL. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Rams winning this one over Baltimore. Would love to see Baltimore win. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
I
Next
don't
one,
think
we
so
have
either.
we have teams with two wins but different records. We got Cowboys Panthers. I'm gonna just to take this pretty easily. I think the Panthers have gotten two like fluke wins lately, and I think Dak Prescott arguably is playing at an MVP level right now. You can say whatever you
I
want.
agree with you 100%. The
Yeah,
Dak hate needs to stop. Dak looks like a
yeah,
legit quarterback, and I got the
yep.
Cowboys beating the Panthers by a lot. I agree with you.
Cowboys by a million. Dak has made Jake Ferguson the number one tight end in the NFL right now. He's ranked number one on
I've been
ESPN.
loving Jake Ferguson.
Me too. He might win me some money this year. Fingers crossed. We're not gonna jinx it or nothing, but if he keeps playing like this, it's gonna be a good sight to see. So yeah, give me Cowboys by a
I
million.
agree.
And even though he had a great game last week, Rico Dowdle's not getting his revenge, unfortunately.
Rico Dowdle did have an unbelievable game, and I do believe he
Yeah.
deserves a
He
starting
did
job
yeah.
somewhere.
He did have a crazy week. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, he's not getting his revenge. Next game we have a team that should have won this Sunday, but they got a case of the team that they're actually going to play and celebrating too early. We got the Cardinals versus the Colts.
This game shouldn't be very close either. I mean, excuse
Yeah.
me. The Cardinals' two wins are against the Saints and the Panthers. And we know
Yes.
what everyone thinks of those two teams. We know how those two teams are. The way they lost to the Titans was, and it was the most Falcons way to lose ever. That was a heartbreaker, embarrassing, just awful
They
loss.
they got a game-sealing interception that somehow resulted in Tennessee scoring a touchdown. That's
It
all
was
all you need to
awful.
know.
The Colts are gonna win this game by so much. The
Yeah.
Cardinals have probably the least amount of momentum, less than the Jets in the NFL. Their coach is punching players. Their
Yeah.
players don't want to be there. They look awful. It's got to be the Colts.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Indiana Jones, just like wiggling his way to another win here, to a 5-1 start. Now, Andrew, we have a matchup of two very unexpected juggernauts right now in the NFL. Two teams that are both on fire, despite one of them coming off a loss. We got Seattle and Jacksonville.
So I fall for this every week, but give me the Seahawks. I'm not gonna. I don't know why. I just can't pick the Jaguars yet, especially against a team like
Hmm.
Seattle that honestly should have beat Tampa Bay. They beat themselves. I
Hmm.
mean, with the game-losing interception, and we all know Tampa Bay is one of the best teams in football, and Seattle
Yes.
took them to the final second. Give me Seattle over Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jacksonville did just take down Kansas City, but I think this will be a great game. But give me
Yeah.
Seattle. Seattle looks
Yeah.
unbelievable.
I think both of these teams are very legit. Both of these teams can be playoff teams. They can both very likely win their divisions too. But yeah, I'm going to take Seattle as well. I think Seattle's offense is clicking. I think Darnold looks very good, despite, some interceptions he's thrown. He was able to match Baker Mayfield, who right now, Baker Mayfield is probably like my MVP pick right now. 5 weeks
He's
into the
up there.
season.
He's got to be
So
up there.
yeah, give me Seattle bouncing back and knocking Jacksonville off, even though
And
Jacksonville has
Buka
still played
is
incredible.
Buka is for sure the offensive rookie of the year. There is
Oh
not even remotely a debate.
yeah, he has that locked down already. 100%. It's not a
What
debate.
I agree.
So next up we got a battle of QBs from the same draft class. We have the Chargers versus the Dolphins. So
So
what are we thinking?
Tyler, I think we're about to start off 8 for 8 with the same picks. I'm going with the Chargers here. I don't think this will be a very close game. The Chargers, I don't know what happened to them, but they just started to fall. They looked like one of the best teams in football. They were on my stock up, and they stock down instantly. Instantly, they lost to the Giants, and they just got smacked by Washington at home.
Yeah.
I mean, they have not looked confident. They've not looked good, but they got to get a bounce back win here against the Dolphins. The Dolphins are atrocious. There are a lot of really bad teams this year, and the Dolphins are one of them.
Yeah, the Dolphins are one of them, even though Darren Waller is looking like one of the best waiver pickups for me right now at the state I'm at in fantasy. Came in clutch for me last week, but that doesn't matter. I think the Dolphins can move a little bit because the Chargers defense is just looking so rattled, but I'm still going to take the Chargers bouncing back. Live McConkey got in the end zone last week, so who
They
knows?
did.
He might be back, but
I hope so. Oh man, I hope so.
Quentin Johnson had an off week. I think he'll find the end zone again this week, so yeah, give me the Chargers. Next one, we have the Cleveland Browns now officially being led by Dylan Gabriel after a trade that happened today. We'll mention more about that at one of the 4 o'clock games versus Pittsburgh Steelers coming off a bye week.
I'm actually surprised we didn't talk about this during Sum It Up. Flacco to the Bengals. That team is a mess right now. But give me the Steelers over the Browns. I like the Steelers are a much more polished and set in stone team, and like they're 3-1. I do think they're an overrated 3-1. But I do still like their team a lot. This is going to be a very low scoring game. The Steelers defense is going to lock up Dylan Gabriel. The Browns defense is going to lock up Aaron Rodgers. I think the Steelers get one break free touchdown that wins them this game. I think the Steelers will win like 13-7, 13-10.
Yeah,
This will be a good game though.
I would love to pick the team with a better record, but I just can't. Like, yeah, the Browns are 1-4, but they've competed in every game they're in. And I think Minnesota, even though they lost to Pittsburgh, I think Minnesota's a better team than Pittsburgh. And Cleveland was able to bring them down to the final seconds. So I think Cleveland is going to bounce back and get their second win. And I'm going to take Cleveland over Pittsburgh.
I like the pick, and I think this is going to be a good game.
So next one, we have the toilet bowl of the week. You know, you always got to
Oh,
have one. We got the Titans versus the Raiders. I mean, it's just
so
like,
we said,
yeah.
I just said this is going to be a good game, and now we got ourselves. This is going to be awful, but give me the team that's got some momentum. Give me the Tennessee Titans. Get their second
Mhm.
straight win. Cam Ward starts to break out a little bit. Geno Smith is currently leading the NFL in interceptions. He is. I do not like him at all. I love Genty. I love Bowers. They got talent. They got more talent than the Titans do for sure. But I think Cam Ward's going to take the dub over Geno Smith. I think it's that simple.
Yeah, I would love to pick them. I would love to pick Titans to win. I just don't see it happening. I think Gino's going to have his one good game of the year against the worst team in the NFL, so I'm going to take the Raiders.
I think that's a fair pick too. The game is in Vegas, correct?
Yes.
So that is definitely an advantage towards them.
All right, Andrew, our next game is going to be between two juggernauts in the NFC right now. We got the 49ers and we got Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What are we thinking here?
Excuse me. I got to keep rolling with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think they're one. I truly think they're one of the best teams in football. I think they have a top five offense for sure. Their running defense is top five in the league. Their pass defense is okay, but I think the Bucks are too good for the Niners to take down. And I do love Mac Jones. I've been rooting for him, but give me the Bucks.
Yeah, I think this will be another shootout, and I got to give Mac Jones a big bang bang for the Niner gang right now. He's playing out of his mind, but I think Tampa is just way too good. They competed so well against the Eagles and just barely fell short. Then they came back and won one of those close games last week against Seattle. So I got to keep rolling with the Buccaneers because they just look unstoppable right now.
They look really really good.
So next one, when I made my pick for this earlier, there was one very big thing that hadn't happened yet, but now a thing happened, so we don't know how this is going to work. But we got the Bengals versus the Packers, who are also coming off a bye week.
The trade doesn't change anything. The Packers are going to defeat the Bengals. They're coming off a bye week. They're all rested up, ready to go, and I think they're just better than the Bengals. I do think Flacco will target Jamar more, which I think will make Chase a very, very good option. And
Yes.
obviously, Chase had a great week last week, best week of his
Yeah.
season by far. But give me the Packers. I don't think
Yeah.
this game will actually be all that close.
Yeah. I mean, I think Flacco is definitely going to put up way more points for the offense over there in Cincinnati than Jake Browning was. I believe Jake Browning, in two less starts than Geno Smith, had the second most interceptions in the entire league. I believe he was at eight. I want to say like he had two games with three interceptions, which was really bad. He threw two in that game. He came in for Joe Burrow against. He just looked terrible. Like I don't know what Bengals fans saw in that. Joe Flacco, we saw in the playoff game they lost to Houston. Joe Flacco. Sorry, they got two Joes there now. Flacco went out chucking, so he's not afraid to push the ball down the field at all. And they have a guy who is very good at the deep ball. So we'll
Probably
see
the
what
best
happens.
at it.
But I am gonna still roll with the Packers. They were my Super Bowl pick preseason after the Micah Parsons trade. So I'm gonna still roll with the Packers regardless.
I think that's the right pick. I agree with you.
Yeah. So now our Sunday night game is what pe a lot of people thought would have been Super Bowl matchup maybe last year or the year before. Should still be a good game. We got Lions Chiefs.
I mean, how can you not take the Lions right now? I mean, the Lions look amazing, and the Chiefs don't. It's as simple as that. I believe the game is at Arrowhead, if I'm
Yes.
correct, right?
Yes, it
I,
is.
I I think that definitely changes a little bit. This game will be very close. This will be a very good game. Arrowhead's gonna bring the atmosphere, but give me Detroit to bump the Chiefs down to 2-4
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
gonna say
year.
this. I'm gonna say the exact same thing. I'm gonna take Detroit, not knocking Kansas City down yet again. Primetime Kansas City hasn't looked great this year. Friday night in
No, they
Brazil.
haven't.
Friday night in Brazil, they lost. Last night they lose to Jacksonville. Um,
I mean, they've
uh,
played good teams.
did the
Even
some of the other wins
the,
of those come in primetime or no? Because they the win against Baltimore was a 4 o'clock game, and
and the
then
Eagles was game of the week. I don't know if that counts as prime. Like it doesn't. It's not prime
it was
time.
game of
It
the
doesn't
week,
really
but they
matter.
lost. They lost that as well. And then I forget who their other
Hmm.
win was against. But yeah, give me Detroit winning in Arrowhead, which isn't easy to do.
I agree.
Yeah. Next game we have the Bills versus last two teams coming off the bye are both playing on Monday night. Oh, we got the Bills versus the Falcons.
So I told myself last time that if the Falcons lost to the Commanders, I would stop picking them. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately. Fortunately, they look great, so I get to keep picking them. So you got to give me the Falcons. I know it honestly sucks that the Bills are coming off of the loss that they are against Drake May because they're going
Yep.
to be dialed in taking on Atlanta. So I do have my doubts, but I'm not going to
Yeah.
pick against my team. So of
Yeah.
course, I'm going to take the Falcons. Am I worried? Absolutely. I'm petrified, but they looked amazing against Washington. They really did. They did look good. And the Bills defense is very attainable to tear apart. Trey White is way beyond washed. I think London is going to have his way with him. If Penix can get London the ball going deep, I think Atlanta can put up a lot of points on the Bills. It's about whether this young Falcons defense is ready for what Josh Allen has in store.
I mean, I like everything you're saying, but I think the Bills are just going to be driven by hatred right now
Oh,
of the
they are
Patriots.
100%.
I think they're going to be driven by hatred of the Patriots, and they're going to do what the Patriots did to the Falcons in the Super Bowl. I don't mean to bring up a bad memory, but like a million times worth. I think they're just going to absolutely obliterate the Falcons and just take all their frustrations out on them. So I don't mean to give you any strays right there, but I'm just saying I think Buffalo easily takes this one.
Believe me, I am nervous, but this is what prime time's made for. Let's see if the Dirty Birds are legit or not.
Now the final team coming off a bye is our final game of the week. We got the Bears versus the Commanders. What are we thinking?
I'm gonna go with the Commanders here. Jaden Daniels looked great against the Chargers in his first game back. Scary Terry might be back. I believe he's questionable. They have not ruled him out yet. I would
Yeah,
like to see Terry come back. If he doesn't, I still got the Commanders. I think Daniels is too good of a quarterback to lose to the Bears, and the Bears
yeah.
do have some momentum. But
Mhm.
give me Washington in this one.
So, so Andrew, I've rolled with the Bears their past two games, and they've won both of those games. But I don't think that's going to happen this time. I think Dan Quinn is, he's a more experienced coach than Ben Johnson, that's for sure. But
Dan Quinn is a very good coach.
I think Dan Quinn's going to know what to do here. I think Washington's going to get the dub. And Andrew, you missed one very important guy on this Commanders offense who has
I
reignited
know
his
who you're gonna say,
who has reignited his career this season. There's the stats to prove it.
and
This is
he's
not
reunited your fantasy team.
he did reignite my fantasy team, but that's not really the only reason why. Like if you look at the stats, especially with Jaden Daniels, Debo Samuel has been playing incredible
He
football
has
lately.
been unbelievable. Debo's been amazing. He's been absurd.
Debo, I believe, has scored in four of the five games so far this season. He's just been playing great football.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Daniels loves him. Daniels absolutely loves throwing him because Debo's such a playmaker. I think we see a big game from Debo against that Bears secondary, especially if Terry's playing because there's going to be so much attention on him that Debo can just carve you up all the way in the middle of the field.
It is good to see Debo pick his career back up and continue where he left off at some point in San Francisco. That little mid-career crisis is finally over, and I am happy for
Yep.
him that he got around that bump because he does look like himself again. So, but yeah, I think the Commanders are going to take this one. Not many different picks this week. Only three difference makers in this week that are going to affect our records. So,
We'll see.
can't wait to do battle with you because next week we are diverging from NFL pickup. It's going to be time to start doing MLB series pickups. We're going to be looking at the conference series, as possibly the World Series coming up. So
Yeah.
after
I
this
mean,
week's of NFL football, we're going to take a little break from NFL pickups.
all right. I mean, I'm excited for it. I think when World Series comes around, we might sprinkle that in because, it's just going to be one extra series. But I'm very excited for both CSs. I think we can get into some serious depth about that, and I'm very excited. So
Oh,
now
for sure.
it's the wild card subject. This week's wild card topic is not a topic segment. This is going to be final roster. This one had a crazy run back in the summer, like back to back to back to
Yeah.
back, like fire, like start bench cuts. So Andrew, I'm very proud of mine. So I want to just get mine out of the way now.
Go ahead.
I my start bench cut. It's gonna be a very interesting like way of thinking about this, but just bear with me. It's top targets for the Red Sox in free agency. So the way this is gonna work
Okay.
is
I like
start
this.
start is who you most likely want them to sign or like the biggest priority for them to sign.
Yep.
Bench is like get them after we get the first guy, and then cut is like get them if we get the other two guys.
All
So
right. I like this.
your three options are Pete Alonso,
Yep.
Kyle Schwarber, and Joe
Yep.
Ryan. All going to be free agents this
And
offseason.
those are the
So
three I expected. Those are the three I
yeah,
expected you to say. I think I feel I kind of have this figured out, but at the same time, it's tough to put one over the other. So based off the team needs, my list that I thought of off the rip was number one, Joe Ryan, number two, Pete Alonso, number three, Kyle Schwarber. And it's kind of crazy to say because Schwarber currently leads the NL in home runs, and he's a top two MVP candidate. It's obviously between him and Otani, so it's kind of crazy to put him third. But based off the team needs, I believe eight out of our nine positions in the field are set for opening day. I think first base is the one position we need to figure it out. And Tristan Cassis is not the answer when he is back from his injury. Pete Alonso is more than the answer. He is the solution. If we were able to land the polar bear, that would make my year if we were able to land the polar bear. But number one is Joe Ryan because if you have Crochet throwing day one and then you have Joe Ryan throwing day two, that's disgusting. And then you have solid pitchers like Brian Bayo, Giolito, and possibly Connolly early now. I really like early pitching that third day because I'm thinking of this in a playoff aspect, right? Crochet is the reason we won game one. Pitching is kind of the reason we lost game two. Yes, the fielding was atrocious. The fielding was awful, and that's something we got to work on. But if Joe Ryan pitches game two, I think we win game two for sure. Brian Bale got to take it out in the third inning. I
yep,
think Joe Ryan is the most valuable to our team because having the best pitcher in baseball, in my opinion, and then another elite pitcher is unbelievable for your
yeah.
entire team. Like
It's
that
a
lifts the
yeah.
whole spirit of the team. That's
It's
a
a
game
page.
changer.
It's a Pedro Schilling 1-2 punch kind of. But yeah,
Exactly.
I think I'm
That's a
gonna have
great
to go
analogy.
the same route as you because yeah, Kyle Schwarber can play first base.
You can.
Obviously, a second like elite starting pitcher is at the top of my sheet. Joe Ryan's very clearly the guy that like Henry and Breslow need to like dial in on and just give him
I agree.
whatever the hell he wants.
Give him what
Aside,
Minnesota wants.
also,
Give him what he wants.
if when Bregman opts out, just give him more
That's
money.
I was just about to say that. We're gonna need to figure out a third baseman solution because Bregman's not coming back.
I think what's gonna
I
happen is
don't think
he
he's coming back.
Bregman loves it here, but I think he is gonna opt out and they're just gonna give him more, and he's just gonna want more money because he had a great season up until he got injured, and then he came
Yeah,
back and
and we're
played
not
pretty
gonna
well.
pay him either. You know we're
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
pay him.
There's a chance. I mean, look, we the three All-Stars the Red Sox had this year, they all brought in free. They brought them all in free agency. So who knows?
Yeah, that is true.
Henry saw what a competent Red Sox team can do to like ticket sales. Like imagine how much
I mean,
ticket sales were like this September compared to last September.
I'm thinking of how awesome it would be if we landed Pete Alonso. That's almost making me
Yeah.
switch between
And
Alonso and Ryan. Both I
but
would love both of them. If
yeah,
we land Joe Ryan, it makes my month. If we land
yeah,
Alonso, it makes my month. But I'm
yeah,
already excited for the MLB
yeah,
offseason,
yeah.
Tyler. That's gonna be
So
amazing.
so my reasoning to have Alonso over Schwarber is just because Alonso's a right-handed bat. Like I don't know
Yeah,
what the
that's another fair point.
like Romy was like okay at first base when he would play, but Pete is like a certified first baseman. I don't know what's gonna happen with Lowe. I don't know what we're gonna do with Casas. Is Lowe? They just signed him for the remainder of the season, right?
I mean, yeah, they did. I
Who
think
who, who
he's
knows what
he's
happens?
fine.
Who knows what happens with Nate Lowe? But Alonso can hit righties. He can hit lefties, so that's not really a big deal if you ask me. He's another. He's like a right-handed Roman Anthony. And
Yeah,
Schwarber,
I
that
agree.
Schwarber, like, don't get me wrong, Schwarber is insane.
He's unbelievable.
When we had him for those 3 months, it was just some of the greatest time in my entire life watching Boston Red Sox baseball. It's just we have so many lefty bats already, like Yoshida, Duran, Roman Anthony,
Well, you're brave.
Willie Abreu, so many guys that it's like, yes, Schwarber would be awesome, but we already have so many lefties. So yeah, there's mine.
Marcelo Meyer, and I think Marcelo
Marcelo
Meyer
Meyer, there you go.
is going to become our third base solution. If Bregman decides to leave, we might just give Marcelo Meyer the third base option. I
Yeah,
could very
he
well
was
see
great
that
at third.
happen.
He was great at third base while Bregman
He
was
was
injured.
good.
So, Andrew, I hope I brought the fire for you in on the return of our final roster. I'm very
Absolutely.
curious to see what you brought for me.
That was a very fun question. I was not expecting anything like that. Mine is a lot more basic, like ranking players, stuff like that. But that was
Mm,
a very fun question for us. And that's something we'll definitely post on social media because I want to hear what the Boston fans have to say about that one. Like I
mm.
said, mine's a ranking one. So we're going to take a look at point guards, right? You're going to start bench cut for me, these all time point guards: Isaiah Thomas, Steve Nash, and John Stockton,
What Isaiah Thomas? Can you specify for me?
Pistons.
Okay.
Pistons IT, Stockton, and Steve Nash. It's a lot harder than you think when
No, it
you
is
really break it down.
because if you look at all the aspects, Stockton is the all-time leader in, I believe, assists and steals.
Yep.
Steve
And neither
Nash,
record is getting touched.
Steve Nash is a two-time MVP,
Yes,
and Isaiah Thomas is a two-time champion.
champion. And he's also got the defensive stats.
Damn, this is tough.
It is tough.
Oh, wow. Okay, I think I already have my answer.
All right, let me hear it.
I'm gonna start Zeke. If you don't know, that's Isaiah Thomas.
Mhm.
I'm gonna bench Stockton and I'm gonna cut Steve Nash. I know cutting the only guy that's
I'm
won
gonna
league
do.
MVPs is like a little suspect, but you have to hear me out. Yes, Steve Nash won MVPs. Did Steve Nash ever scratch the surface of the NBA Finals? Couldn't win in the
No,
playoffs.
not even close.
Great player. I absolutely love Steve Nash. I bought a Steve Nash All-Star jersey while I was in Italy a couple of years ago. But
Really.
yeah, out of those three, I'm gonna have to cut Steve Nash.
I think I'm gonna go with the same order as you. And I was originally gonna start Stockton, and then I thought to myself, Isaiah Thomas has two rings because they defeated the Bulls. The
Hmm.
Pistons beat the Bulls. Stockton never defeated the Bulls. Not once did Stockton and Malone ever beat the Bulls. And Stockton has two records that are never going to be touched. So, like, he should be. It's tough between Thomas and Stockton. It really is tough because I love John Stockton, especially in 2K. His release is money. So is Steve Nash's. But
Yep.
I think I'm gonna have to start Thomas, bench Stockton, and cut Nash. I think I'm gonna go the same as you. And
So
it's
we
kind
have
of
the
crazy
yeah.
because I think Stockton and Nash are more skilled than Thomas. But Thomas was the best defender, even though Stockton leads all time in steals. Thomas was like just a dog of a defender. He like
Hmm.
caused problems always, and he was also a scorer. So I'm gonna agree with you on this one.
Yeah. It's funny, we agreed on both of them, which I found very
We
shocking,
did.
but
We don't do that
uh
a lot.
yeah. We don't do it a lot, no, but I'm very pleased. But now, Andrew, you can just take the stage here. We're heading right into on the clock. It's your turn to pick the category, and you brought some fire for us today.
Yeah, welcome back to On the Clock. Today we're gonna enter the world of video games, Tyler. The greatest sports video games of all time. That
Yep.
could be like whatever you consider to be a pro sport in a video game. It's on the
Yep.
table. So five picks each. Tyler, you get the 101. I'm excited for this
Okay.
one. I got my list ready.
So I think the 101 is pretty consensus if you ask me, but you'll just have to hear me out after I say it. I'm gonna take the game that broke the ice for a lot of our generation when it comes to sports video games. I'm gonna take Wii Sports as
That
the
was gonna be
101.
my pick.
Yep.
Let's clap it up for Wii
I will
Sports.
I'll take Wii Sports 101 happily. I mean, it's the game that got a lot of us into sports gaming, and we were
It
actually
is.
like moving and not just, moving a controller. So yeah, I'm gonna take Wii
Yeah.
Sports.
So I kind of found a little way around this because I'm gonna go with Wii Sports Resort, the
Okay, yeah,
follow
that's
up
fair.
to Wii Sports, because I think most would agree that Wii Sports is
Mhm.
better in a legacy standpoint because it is the
Yeah,
original. Like
yeah,
it inspired everything. But
yeah,
I think Wii Sports Resort is just as fun. It's got more options, and obviously some of them aren't as fun as the ones on Wii Sports, but like
yeah,
the basketball, the sword fighting, the new
yeah.
levels in golf. I mean, Wii Sports Resort is an unbelievable time. And that menu music, I mean, hey, put this in. Put in the menu music right now so we can just
You got it.
listen to that. Listen to that right
Hmm.
now. Just enjoy it. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
just
yeah.
hear the lobby right now. It's amazing.
There you go. All right. I mean, I can't hate you for picking that. Huh. I had that on my list as well. I'll circle that to
If
like make
you
sure.
snagged
Yeah,
both of them, that
that
would
would have
have
been a
been a
nasty
god
1-2
squad.
punch. So, okay. Next, I'm gonna have to go with this was probably the most fun I ever had playing a video game, just because they embraced the unrealism of it and the stupidity of it, and it actually made it fun when they didn't care about it. I'm gonna take Madden 20.
Another great pick, and that's like a childhood classic.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when Superstar KO was at its peak. The
Yes.
goated soundtrack, the broken players. I mean, the Truz, the bazooka. It was
Mahomes,
oh my
Moss,
goodness, man.
Eric Dickerson, like
Eric
it,
Dickerson,
it
even
was the
Lamar that year
yeah.
was also
It was the
disgusting.
most fun I've ever had playing Madden in my entire life.
What was your MUT overall?
I was just a beast, but
Did you
Madden
spend any
20,
money?
I
I know
wouldn't
you
say
spent
any.
some
No,
money.
but well, yeah, Christmas time, dude. Come on now. That was like what, eighth grade?
Gift cards came in clutch.
Yeah, gift cards came in clutch, so I will say, yeah, during Christmas time I did get some bags, but I made it to 99 overall, like everybody does at the end of Madden.
Yeah.
But I had some
Once
insane
once they
pack luck.
start,
Yeah. I pulled like
yeah.
two golden tickets, dude. Oh, it was insane. It was a great time.
That was when MMG had his greatest opening of all time. Like that, there was just
Yeah.
like something was
And
different
like
in the
see
air
stuff like that is
when
what
Madden
makes
20
Madden
was
20
out.
that's what makes Madden 20 so great is like
Exactly,
you get
exactly.
moments like that, MMG pulling four golden tickets. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it
Madden 20
was
is going to be my second pick.
Madden 20 was on my list. I mean, unbelievable game. For me, we're gonna head back to the Wii. We're gonna head to the baseball diamond. We're just gonna get it out of the way. Mario Super Sluggers, one of
There you
the
go.
most fun games out there. I think
Nice.
it's as fun as Wii games got. Mario Super Sluggers, legendary game. Donkey Kong's Jungle or Wario City were always my two favorite spots to play. The double jump to rob home runs, like there were so many fun aspects to the games. The special pitches, Toesworth pitching is unbelievable, and Goomba is actually a very good pitcher too. But Mario Super Sluggers, man, I don't think it gets much more fun than Mario Super Sluggers.
Nintendo figured it out when it came to making sports video games, and I
They
love it.
they did they did.
Next, hmm, I don't know what I want to leave on the board for you to take after this, but I'm gonna have
I'm
to go
torn
with my
between two, so
I'm gonna
it's
have
up
to
to
go with
you.
my gut here. This is one of the most impactful sports games for me because it changed the way I looked at sport video games. I'm gonna take MLB The Show 21.
That was
Easily
one of my options. I'm giving that one another clap. I'm giving that one another clap. That was one of my options. I mean,
easily the most important game
oh my
to that
goodness,
franchise's
so
like
much
legacy.
fun, so much fun,
First
man.
time the game was on Xbox, they
Yep.
made it so easy for no money spent players to have a good team. They made Road to the Show
I'm in
incredible.
Dynasty.
Just everything about MLB The Show 21 was so magical. Player of the month, Byron Buxton, dude. Like,
Oh
it
man.
doesn't get much better than that. Nolan Ryan never being able to get a hit off of him. It was the
Honestly,
pre-Randy.
Tyler, play that intro music too.
Yeah,
Ready? Just you can
yeah.
hear it right now. You can see Tatis enter your screen. You
Hmm.
can just envision yourself. You're about to hop on Diamond Dynasty with your 99 overall team that you did not have to buy.
Yep.
And oh my goodness, this
It was the
MLB The
pre
Show 21 was as good as it got.
it was pre Randy Johnson and John Donaldson too, so you didn't have to face like lefties that would try and murder you every time you were at the plate. Oh, it was a great time. So yeah, I'm gonna take MLB The Show 21 as my third pick.
That was also on my list. You're starting to take these away from me. I gotta hop in and join the fun. So we're gonna go to one of the professional sports video games here. And I'm torn between two. I'm hoping you don't take the other one, but I'm gonna go with NBA 2K17. In my opinion, the best 2K to
Okay.
date. PG
Okay.
13 on the cover, and the best park ever got my team was
Yes.
pretty much at its peak. We all remember the Jesser videos. I mean, something
Yep.
was in the air at this time too, where that era of 2K was awesome. And 2K18 was one of the worst follow-ups ever.
Yep.
It was so bad. But
Yep.
2K17, man, oh, I thought it couldn't get better than 2K16. It
Mhm.
did with 17. 17
So
was the best 2K I've
I
ever
was gonna
played.
say you actually just said my next pick. This was the game that got me into 2K, got introduced me to Jesser, Cash Nasty, Christopher Lawson, TD Presents, Lost on a Mound, all these YouTubers I looked up to my whole life. I'm gonna take NBA
I
2K16.
mean, it's still a great pick. 2K16 is also one of my favorite 2Ks of all time. I just think 17 was that good.
Yeah, the
But
17 was incredible. Don't get me wrong, but 2K16, like it did so much for me. Like growing up, like I played the game and I loved it. Started watching all those YouTubers because they were so
of course,
entertaining.
yeah.
Jesser, like so much about him has impacted my life. Like I pulled his one of one card. Like he's like liked my tweets. He like quote tweeted me one time. Like so much because of that. That's happened significant to me is because of NBA 2K16. So I have to take NBA 2K16 here.
NBA 2K16 also makes me think of Lost and Unbound. Remember like his keeper swaps with Jay Canada,
Yep.
his line drafts with TD on 2K. They
Yep.
mostly did them on Madden, but they did do them on 2K. But like the 2K16 My Team cards are so distinct. Like we can all envision that LeBron 99 card
Yep.
where
And then
he's
the Steph
celebrating
Curry
after
with the
winning the
two
finals,
MVPs.
the
Yep.
Steph Curry with the two MVPs, the Kobe, the Michael Jordan. I mean,
Ah,
God, 2K16 really was just
take me
such
back, dude.
it was unbelievable. But so yeah, going away from 2K now, we're gonna stick with professional sports games, and we're gonna go with a more recent game, but it
Yeah, I know what's
changed.
coming. I know what's
Yeah, so
coming.
it's College Football 25. It changed the landscape of games forever because now they're gonna release a college basketball game. College football is back, and it's actually better than it ever was. And like the thought of NCAA 14 from 2015 to 2024 seemed like heaven, honestly. It seemed like the most fun time. Like we would play it forever if we got a game. Not only did we get a game, we got the most well thought out, fixed, pure, just able to play game. It was everything was fixed. There was no glitches. It was we were so used to Madden, which was just awful, atrocious gameplay. But they
Hmm.
put their heart and soul. EA put their heart and soul into College Football 25. And I've never spent more hours on a video game, me personally, in my life than College Football 25. And College Football 26 is still great. But that first drop of College Football 25, Tyler, I had multiple all-nighters playing this game.
I mean,
It's unbelievable. Sometimes I still play it over 26
yeah.
because it's that good.
It
Give me
was
College
so-
Football 25.
it was a game we always wanted but never got. And then one day we finally had it. And I think when it comes out, college basketball is gonna be have a similar effect.
College basketball is going to take away my time
Hmm.
forever.
Yeah.
I'll never stop playing it. As
So
a Syracuse
yeah,
fan, I will never not play in the. I'm gonna play in the dome for the rest of my life.
there you go. So Andrew, while you were saying that, I was like trying to narrow down because I'm down to th I have three remaining on the board. You've taken some, and then I've taken the other four that I have. I think another one I have to go just based off of impact because I played this game on my like iPad as a kid. I've had it on my phone, played it on Xbox, and it was another game I would watch people play. And you could play it at the arcade. And there's so many t-shirts made with different teams on it. My last pick, I'm gonna go with NBA Jam.
This is a great pick. Yeah, NBA Jam. What a phenomenal pick. I can't. I didn't even put NBA Jam in my list. I forgot about it. That's a phenomenal
As
pick.
the gaming king would say, Chris move, that's a new move right there by you.
That is a new move right there. God, Chris Smoove is such a legend. NBA Jam, I did not play as much as 2K. I will say that, but at the arcade, I was always running up some NBA Jam. That's a value pick at five. Honestly, I can't believe neither of us took that.
Like, dude, we got to play with like the Skeleton Crew, Barack Obama. Uh,
Skeleton Crew, man.
oh, it was a great time.
Oh my, that was a time, man. And it's
Hmm.
a time that I don't think we'll really get to experience anymore, which
I
is
still have it on
unfortunate.
my Xbox now.
I don't. I have it's on my Xbox, but I don't have my Xbox anymore.
Oof,
My Xbox is at home.
brutal.
So for my final pick, I got two up at this point. I got two left. One's a throwback. Actually, they're both kind of throwbacks. One's a super throwback though. So We're gonna go with the wild card here. We're gonna shout out Marshall Community Media and go
I
to
had this
NFL
on my
Blitz.
list as well.
In my opinion, that is legitimately one of the most fun games I've ever played. That was a fun time when we played. If you guys are watching this right now and you have not seen me, Tyler, and our friend Will, our boss Sean play NFL Blitz together, go watch it right now. It's on
Mm,
Marshall Community Media's YouTube channel. Go
yep.
watch it. It's unbelievable video. That was such a fun time playing NFL
Yeah.
Blitz. I had never played it in my life. That was my first time playing it, and I
Mm,
started watching YouTube videos of creators playing it
yeah.
later that day because
Just
of
because
how
it
much
was
fun
so
I had.
entertaining.
It was so entertaining. It was so much fun for a game that old, man. It was like I thought it was way more fun than current Madden.
Hmm. So, Andrew, I have two honorable mentions left. One of them, I don't know if you were actually talking about this game instead of Blitz. I have NFL Street. I don't know what. No, I think you were right with Blitz because I think
We played
Street.
Blitz. No,
You
we
played
played
Blitz?
Blitz.
Okay, it was Blitz, but I have
Street is different. Street's different.
NFL Street was another one, but yeah, I have NFL Street as my
Street's
other one. And
good.
then my last one, my other honorable mention is NBA 2K20 after COVID began.
So 2K20 is also in my honorable mentions. Part of me thinks that we thought it was so good because of COVID, and you could argue the same for Madden 20. Except Madden 20, I loved. I thought Madden 20 was genuinely a good game, but 2K20, I think I said I never spent more hours in college football in my life. I lied. 2K20 is the most hours I've ever spent. That was the one time I got to elite in my career in the park.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I me and my boys were so dialed in the park that whole spring. It was all we played. And I got to spin the elite wheel every day, that
Dang.
one time, and now he's gone. And MP is gone. Rest in peace, 2K20 MP. But man, he was a dog, and 2K20 was fun. And some of those songs, I'll hear them on TikTok when I see 2K20 edits, and I'll just get goosebumps because I've never played a game more in my life than 2K20. Even though
Yeah.
2K17 is the most fun I've ever had.
All right. Andrew, another great draft, great category.
Phenomenal
Um,
draft. I want to shout out one
yeah.
honorable mention I had left, which is FIFA 13.
Oh
I
my
was
God.
so
Yes.
close
Good
to
pick.
making my list. I
Good
decided
pick.
to go with NFL Blitz for the retro of it because I wanted an old game on my list, but FIFA 13, I had it on my Wii U, and it was oh
Wow.
my FIFA. All the
Throwback
FIFAs are
console right
good.
there.
All the
Damn.
FIFAs are good, but the Wii U FIFA 13, man,
Yeah.
that was special. That was special times.
Yeah. Andrew, great category, like I just said. I'm glad that we're back this week.
Me too.
I don't know how many more forks in the road I have in my schedule coming up, but we should be able to get another episode out next week. I'm hoping. But yeah,
Absolutely. This
look out
week
for
I'm
more.
gonna be
Yeah.
home.
Oh, nice. Oh, this weekend?
Yeah, this weekend.
So am I. Oh, wow.
You guys might be getting an in-person show this
We,
weekend.
we might get we might get 2 episodes in a week. That would be
We
crazy.
might get 2 episodes in a week. We need to make up for it. We need to make up
We
for
do
last
we do
week.
need to
So
make up for it. This is true. But
so stay
yeah,
tuned. Stay
stay
tuned.
tuned. Yeah. You guys will see more content coming on social this week. Shout out to Andrew for making that reel. We're both gonna try and make at least what, two or three a week, I want to say,
Two or
because
three
like,
a week. I'll get to making another
each,
one later
each,
tonight.
yeah.
Each,
I
yeah,
have I
six,
have one ready to
six a
go.
week.
I just have to make a spotter chart for a game I'm doing tomorrow night. But yeah. Anything else, Andrew?
Nope. Follow the Sports Bar on Instagram, TikTok. Follow me and Tyler on Instagram. Follow our media accounts.
Yes,
Just
sir.
stay tuned in, guys, because we got content coming on and off the podcast.
Yeah, buddy. All right. Hey, Andrew, it's been a great time as always, and we will see you guys all
Oh
next
yeah.
week.